And honored its service members yesterday on Veterans Day.
Live from Acadiana, your local news leader, this is Passe Partout.
Good morning, Acadiana. I'm Renee Allen. A family speaks out and wants justice for a loved one killed in a hit-and-run crash. Louisiana State Police say the crash happened on the outskirts of St. Martinville. As News 10's Rodrika Taylor reports, the family says they're seeking answers.
The family told me they are still grieving the death of 49-year-old Chester Tebow. They say almost 2 months after his death, they are still looking for answers in his case. Megan Gordon, the niece of Chester Tebow, says the last time she heard from her uncle, he was with his girlfriend. Gordon says Tebow's girlfriend later told the family she and Tebow had got into an argument and she left him on the side of the road. It was a few days later the family learned of Tebow's death. According to Louisiana State Police, the driver, James Celestine, admitted to hitting something on the road. He was charged with hit and run, careless operation, and driving under suspension. We want answers. We want justice for him and what happened, because nobody deserved to die that way, the way he died. And us as a family, the Tebow-Elair family, we're not stopping until something is done. Somebody is going to answer for what happened to my uncle. I reached out to the district attorney and haven't received a response yet. In St. Martin Parish, Rodrika Taylor, KLFY, News 10.
The family will have a balloon release. You can find that information on our website. That's KLFY.com. New for you this morning. The St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office needs your help locating a 13-year-old. Diana Collins is 5'6", about 130 pounds. She was last seen shortly before 7 a.m. November 10th, walking from Eunice Junior High wearing her school uniform. Anyone pleased with information is urged to call the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office. Meanwhile, overcrowding in Louisiana juvenile detention centers is causing some juveniles to be sent out of state to facilities in order to accommodate them. This is especially becoming an issue in Acadiana as the crime rate of juveniles has risen in the area. St. Martin Parish President Chester Cedar says transporting inmates to and from out-of-state facilities is very expensive for government. He and other elected governing officials are looking to come up with some solutions to the issue at hand. Congressman Clay Higgins announced a $25 million purchase of Gulf shrimp to help the struggling industry in late October Friday. He fulfilled his promise, but one shrimper thinks there is a lot more work to be done to fix the issue with what is going wrong with the industry. For years, Louisiana shrimpers have had to compete with imported shrimp from different countries because of the cheaper prices of imported shrimp. Local shrimpers have struggled to make the same amount of money as before. Congressman Higgins' purchase brings some relief to them, but some shrimpers say more is needed in order to tackle the bigger issue that's at hand.
Well, it's a step in the right direction, no doubt, but that's just a drop in the bucket compared to the situation we're going on with the shrimpers. There's a lot more to be done, definitely a lot.
So, he says this is a step in the right direction indeed, but wants more progress for the industry he is trying to save. So, yesterday, residents across Acadiana paused to honor men and women who have served in the U.S. military. News 10's Britt LaFaso giving us a look at Friday's Veterans Day celebrations across the area.
From Opelousas to New Iberia to Lafayette Parish, residents across Acadiana paid tribute to men and women who have served our country.
Every year, the nation comes together to remember and to honor the service and sacrifices of our veterans.
Lafayette Mayor President Josh Guillory, an Army veteran himself, stood underneath an American flag, reminding everyone what makes Veterans Day so important.
It is a time to reflect on and honor the sacrifices made by the heroic men and women of the armed forces.
Watching the Acadiana Veteran Honor Guard, Colonel Robert LeBon says the day was a special one and always is.
Today's program is just to honor the living, our veterans that served our country, and the ones that are overseas and protecting our ways of our freedom.
He encourages those in the community to not just say thank you, but to show your appreciation by getting involved with organizations in your area geared towards helping veterans.
Well, anytime I could stand for anybody that stood for us, it's an honor. It's just an honor, you know, and that's what we try to do. We try to honor all our veterans, our military, our police, our fire, and just, you know, letting them know that we appreciate them and they're not forgotten.
Yes, that was Britt LaFaso reporting there. There will also be a Veterans Parade in downtown Opelousas for you today at 1 o'clock. Well, if you missed us yesterday, News 10 was on the road yet again for this year's Port Barre Crackling Festival. The festival benefits the Port Barre Lions Club mission of raising funds for children, especially kids with disabilities, happening until Sunday for you. This year's celebration will be jam-packed. In fact, it is jam-packed with music, rides, fun, and of course, the South Louisiana delicacy. Then to post-tropical cyclone Nicole, the storm, which made landfall as a rare November hurricane, caused unprecedented structural damage along Florida's Atlantic coast. In Florida, residents are still picking up the pieces after a dangerous storm surge that washed away the foundations from several beachfront homes. Elise Preston, she has more for us.
Tonight, residents along Florida's East Coast are wondering what comes next.
The most breathtaking moment for me personally was yesterday morning at light of day.
In the coastal town of Wilbur by the Sea, Kate Rose spent the day trying to salvage what Florida's first November hurricane in 37 years didn't already take with it.
For sure, it's catastrophic. It's the force of nature.
Nearly half the property that has been in her family for about 40 years simply slid into the Atlantic.
It gave us a sense of stability.
But that stability is now compromised.
Figuratively and literally, yes.
Rose's home is one of 49 buildings already condemned by inspectors on this barrier island. 24 hotels and condos are rendered unsafe. Nicole is now considered a post-tropical cyclone, dumping heavy rain and triggering tornado warnings as far north as Virginia. Here in Florida, residents say Nicole finished what Hurricane Ian had started in September. Already weakened storm walls finally washed into the ocean. Storm erosion undermined the foundations of scores of waterfront homes.
We're not going to let this be the end of it.
Rose and her family won't be able to live here anytime soon. But tonight, that is not their focus.
This has been a lesson in reminding me of what's really important. It's family. It's not things.
These beaches are going to need major sand replenishment, likely costing into the millions. And that doesn't include rebuilding the seawalls to better protect these properties. In Wilbur by the Sea, Florida, Elise Preston, CBS News.
Poor Florida, right?
Yeah, they just can't catch a break this year.
I know.
It was us last year.
Yeah.
It's definitely Florida this year.
All right, and in terms of the weather, there's a lot going on. I think there's that Veterans Day parade in Opelousas, even though Veterans Day was yesterday, but they have their parade the day after. And then the Crackling Festival, that's going on as well.
Well, the rain is moving out now, and I'll show radar in just a bit, but I think most of today and tomorrow will remain dry. Let's take a look at temperatures firstly. We have some cold air coming in from the north. Notice 43 in Houston, 36 in Dallas, 28 in Oklahoma City. So that cold air is in the process of coming down. We'll have what's called cold air evection through the day today, meaning cold air will continuously be moving in. So temperatures won't be warming up much. What you see here is pretty much our daytime high, 58 in Lafayette, 58 in New Iberia, but much colder off to the north. So temperatures may actually hold pretty steady, may drop a few degrees through the afternoon. Winds will be pretty breezy as well, so it will definitely be a chilly day. Here's live Doppler 10. Rain is now in the process of moving out, so at least that will be done by 7, 8 o'clock. That rain will be totally out of here, and any plans you have, a Crackling Festival or parades, anything you got going on, looks pretty good, and clouds may slowly try to clear out out later this afternoon as well. We actually had some snow off to the north here, some of the first snows for parts of Arkansas and maybe parts of the Appalachian Mountain chain here and moving into the Ohio River Valley. Clouds will be clearing out for us, and that means sunny skies trying to come out later this afternoon, but it won't do much to change our temperature. If the sun comes out, we may temporarily try to spike to near 60 degrees, but temperatures most likely hovering through in the 50s through the day. Notice clouds trying to move out later this afternoon. Our model showing between 3 and 4 o'clock, and then clearing out later on tonight. That will set the stage for good radiational cooling. Temperatures falling very quickly overnight tonight. A cold morning for tomorrow morning, and mostly sunny skies tomorrow afternoon. So hovering in the 50s today. Watch how cold we get for tonight. Could be in the mid-30s across the area, believe it or not. Maybe a frost by morning. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures rising into the upper 50s to lower 60s once again. I think we see a little more sun for tomorrow, so temperatures may be a little bit warmer. North winds 10 to 20 miles per hour today, so on top of this cool air, you'll have these breezy north winds through tomorrow. Here's a trough that gave us the storms last night and through this morning. That is moving out now. Strong northwesterly flow behind it. Our next system looks to come in on Monday. Could see a pretty healthy rain chance with that, maybe some heavier rainfall. That moves out. Our next system arrives by Thursday. It's starting to take shape here across the desert southwest on Tuesday. That one sweeps through on Thursday, giving us yet another chance of rain, and that one could bring some cold rains to the area. So 59 your high today. Morning rain, clearing clouds in the afternoon. North winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. 7-day forecast shows nice weather for your Sunday. Rain chances high on Monday to start the work week. Highs only in the lower 60s, upper 50s Tuesday, Wednesday. So a lot of cool air in this forecast. The highest temperature is 63 degrees this whole 7-day forecast. Notice we could see some colder rains on Thursday with highs only in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. And cool for Friday as well with a high near 55. So definitely a transition. Looks like a more winter forecast for the week ahead.
And not that you didn't do a great job, Trevor, but you have some competition. KidCaster.
Yeah, that's one thing about these kids coming in.
You're starting to worry.
Yeah, they're showing me how to do my job. The one this week, she was really great as well. Wants to be a teacher when she grows up, but she may change her mind after this. We'll see. Here's that. This is your KidCaster for this week. So, what's your name?
My name is Kylie Harrison.
And how old are you?
7 years old.
You have to think about that for a second, huh? So, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to draw and play with my phone.
Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
A teacher, that's awesome. So I'm sure you really like all your studies in school, right? You make good grades?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Are you ready to do the forecast?
Yeah.
All right, get right here by my shoe. And we're going to start with Saturday morning. Go ahead and read that first one.
54 is going to be cloudy and sunny.
What about noontime?
59 is cloudy.
And what about the evening?
47
is
clearing. The sky is clearing.
That's awesome. All right, so here are the next 4 days. Go ahead and read it off, starting with Saturday.
67.
No, 61, right?
61.
Okay.
It's going to be cloudy. And rain.
Okay, Sunday.
It's going to be 60. Cold and sun.
Yeah, what about Monday?
62 is going to be cloudy and rainy.
Okay, what about Tuesday? Back up a little bit so you can see Tuesday. What about Tuesday?
60 is cold and sunny.
All right, great job. Get right back in the middle here and smile at this camera right in front of us. If you want your child to be on KidCaster, just go to KLFY.com and sign them up under the contest page. So look at this camera right here. Give a really big smile and wave bye.
She's going to be a great teacher. She really is. I mean, that's a great training for her, like to be right in front of something.
Yeah. It's definitely an experience hopefully she remembers forever, for sure.
All right. We thank you for that, Trevor. And remember, for more information on the stories you see this morning, you can always Always log on to our website. That's KLFY.com. Coming up for you this morning on Passe Partout, more on that Crackling Festival as it continues in Fort Berry for you this weekend. A look at how the Crackling Cook-Off got started. Once again, good morning to you, Acadiana. You're watching your weekend Passe Partout.